folks, welcome back to the Ocean State 9-Ball Championships, and what a championship match we have for you. You're looking at two of the final players. Mike Dechaine was undefeated as he came into this match, and this is a true double elimination, and Jayson Shaw has beaten Mike Dechaine one set already, so this is the final set. Whoever wins this wins the championship, gets the banner placed up on the wall, the trophy, the cash, the whole 9 yards. We are playing 9-ball, and it's a race to 9. Just starting.
No. He went and broke. Yeah.
This is just the start of the second set, Larry.
You're not listening to me.
Oh.
Last rack of the last set.
Yeah.
Mike racked the ball.
Oh, you're saying that it should go that way?
No,
Yeah.
how come?
Because it's win or break. Whether they flip the coin or not, or whether there's a rule that says the losing opponent for the first set breaks in the second set, I have no clue. Anyway, in any case, we're underway. Mike Dechaine firing balls, the wing ball, the 4-ball fall into the corner. He has his shot on the 1.
Yeah, Mike looks like he's out for business here.
Well, you better get out to business. He doesn't want to let Jayson Shaw get up to the table. It's definitely a gimme.
Mike is definitely a great player. He and of course he owns this table. This is what he plays on all the time here at Snookers.
Oh, by the way, Larry, I have somebody in the chat wanted to say hello to Larry. I believe it was Steve Lomax.
Oh,
hi to Larry.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? I just want I say to you that unfortunately, no jump cues being used. But you know, Earl and I, we really appreciate. Certainly, make the best jump cue in the business. We all know that. Anyway, look forward to seeing you at the next stop. Probably, I don't know if you'll be at Derby City. I'm sure if Joe Blackburn's there, you'll be down there with him. And again, thanks. We really appreciate what you've done. You're a good man, Steve.
Okay, Mike Dechaine opens up the second set with the first win, leads 1-0 over Jayson Shaw. Hey, Mary Kenniston is in the chat. Nightmare 1. Hi, Al. Hi, Larry. And Mary Kay here. Can you hear me? Yeah, she's in the chat. Hey, Mary.
Mary Kenniston.
Glad to have you out there. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for liking the post and sharing everything on social media. Everything helps, and believe me, darling, you're one of the best.
You are. You're definitely one of the best, kiddo. Right. Look forward to seeing you also at the next stop if you'll be there.
You know, it seems to me that like every time Mike racks, those wing balls start to find their way into the corner pockets. And it didn't work out last time as Jayson got up to a commanding lead. But it appears from here in the second set, it's all Mike Dechaine so far. There's nothing Jayson can do but sit there and watch. That was a good shot right down the rail.
Well, there's really no secret that Mike definitely knows how to rack the balls. He does make that win. That's no secret. I mean, he's one of the best at it.
Oh, he just has to make sure they're all frozen.
It's all legal, so there's, everything's okay. I like Mike. I know him since he's young. And he is a very straight shooter. That he is.
Yes. Can't take that away from him. Is that right? Am I falling asleep? It's been a long day. Somebody in the chat says I'm falling asleep, that Jayson sure just racked the balls. And they happen to be right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Mike. Jayson sure racked the balls. And thank you for correcting me.
But it's true, Mike.
It's getting late on my end.
Right.
I think I got to sleep about 3:30 in the morning. I was up at 6:30.
I think maybe Jayson learned from Mike. He's putting the balls up the same way. Anyway, it's all in good fun. They are two great players.
And here we are talking about Mike and being a mechanic, but there's nothing really to it. He just tightens the balls up and makes sure nothing is loose.
No, there's no great secret.
Right. Snookers, Providence, Rhode Island. That's where this live stream's coming to you from. That's where these two young guns are standing right now.
And when we're done here, we have a 4-hour ride back to New York.
How about 4.5 for me?
Right.
Upstate. I got to go across the mountains. I'll be there. I actually have the option to stay one more night, but you know what? I really want to get back. It's been a great time, don't get me wrong. I love Rhode Island.
Looks like Mike's on a real roll here.
Two to nothing in favor of Mike Dechaine.
Yeah.
Mike jacked up over the 9 ball. Now, last time we saw him the last set, he missed it, but that's what I'm used to. Mike firing the balls right up, even though he's jacked up over a ball. He's good at that, and not only that, he can draw that rock a table and a half after making that shot. He's got some stroke.
He's right on.
Okay, Larry, you all right there? Need some water or something? Call the waitress over? There you go. Water bottle right in front of you. Enjoy. As we witness Mike Dechaine at the office. Looks like he's on the verge of going 3-0 over Jayson in the second set. Comes in short. Doesn't want to get straight. He wants the angle to come down and shoot that 9 right into the corner pocket.
Perfect. I think you just changed your mind a little. Very nice.
Very good speed onto that 9 ball. Mike Dechaine now leads 3-0 as he is the local favorite, and you hear the crowd erupt. Everybody in Rhode Island that loves to watch Mike Dechaine shoot is sitting around this arena right here, witnessing this great event. This is the 25th annual Ocean State 9-ball tournament, combined with the Joss Northeast 9-ball tour. It's a $5,000 added event, and if you win it, you get a banner. There's plenty of famous players up here on these banners. Not only that, you get the trophy and you get cheese. And you're back to the rack stack investigation. Thank you, Anya, for updating the social media. We appreciate everybody sharing the stream. We are attempting to get Earl Strickland. In fact, Earl did say that he'll be back to do a little more commentating. And we're looking forward to that also. Okay, here we go with the break. And it looks like Earl's making his way through the crowd. And we're going to have Earl Strickland stepping back in the booth. In a couple of seconds here, we're going to wire him up. Remember, he is a seek and destroy missile, quote unquote, from Earl. He says that's the way he feels when he is getting up at the table to play anybody. We're going to pass the headset right back over to him. As soon as he gets ready, he's talking right now with Martin Daigle outside the booth, and he's going to step in shortly. I took my eye off the match, and Mike's walking around with the cue ball, so I could imagine that Jayson either didn't make a good hit or scratched. In any case, Mike, ball in hand. 6 and 7. The combination shot and controlling that 6 ball is the key shot here. The 8 does go into the corner pocket, so the 6-7 is the crucial 2 balls to get to. Okay, I think Mike's going to elect to go around the 8-9 and try to get as straight as possible in on this combination. Well, you're not on the air right now, Earl, but now you're live, Earl. Earl Strickland, world champion, sitting in the commentator's booth alongside.
Well, he probably should just bank this ball and force down.
You know, I was just talking about that combination. He's got to control that 6.
That was a good shot on the combination. He couldn't control the 6. This is a tougher shot. He's going to go around, shoot it in the side, and go around the table.
Yeah, and try to get position for the 8 into the corner pocket.
Or he's going to play for the, yeah. But see, I didn't like that shot. I liked him banking the ball. You know that? I liked him banking that ball. It was an easy position. It was actually not that hard of a bank. We all overlook those shots, though. You know, even me, I'll get up there and go, I can cut it in, but it's the harder shot. Jayson hits those shots really well.
And he sure did.
He shoots those balls really well. It landed a little close to the rail. This shot's equally as hard, though. He's got to slow roll it with some right. Now he's going to jack up and stun it 2 rails. It's a little. I like the way he shot it. That way it can't roll off on him. He'll just roll this in or go 2 rails. You people at home, you see how he shot that ball? He went 2 rails. Kind of hit the last ball kind of firm if you can and go 2 rails instead of rolling it in. And that way, as long as there's no scratch and it's a safe shot like he had there, always go 2 rails, and that assures you to hit a good, solid shot on it.
There you go. You're hearing.
What's the score now?
The score right now is 3-1 in favor of Mike Dechaine.
Oh, 3-1. Well, Jayson's probably showing a little bit of fatigue, even though he's 25. Pool's a grueling game. We've been here all day.
Yep, and all day yesterday.
So he's got to come back.
We got Jayson Shore up at the commentator's booth.
I think he's making an impression that he needs a little window, and he might have got it here 3-1 with, you know, being down 3-0. And Dechaine just missed the 6 ball. It could have been 4-0, right?
Well, he played the 6-7, but he didn't control the 6 and the cue ball for his next shot. Or he tried to, and it just didn't work out. And that's what cost him that one.
Those combinations, when they're off angle like that, they you don't always know where the object ball's going that you're shooting into the combination all the time. You don't know where it's going to go. And it came up in a funny position then. But he still should have banked that ball. Like I said, I could have got up and made the same mistake, but it's easy from here to say that he shot it the wrong way.
That's right. I didn't miss a ball yet from here, Earl. Trust me.
Here's the cut break. I saw him hammer him a couple of times. I almost think Jayson should just go back to hitting the balls hard. I really believe he might get more success. He breaks really hard and breaks good. Like Dechaine, he doesn't control the cue ball as well, but he breaks as hard.
You're going to jack up and just try to stick the cue ball right there?
Or roll it into it or something. No, he's going for the shot. No? Okay. I really didn't understand that. He should have just jacked up and stopped it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking he was going to do. The cue ball was a little close to the rail.
He's left Jayson the shot here. Now, Jayson makes hard outs. He's kind of like I used to be with some hard outs. And I like the hard outs. It seems like I always bear down on them. He's going to roll this with some left. Try to hit the 8. He'll come out. Nope, he's going to come back over. He couldn't hit the 8 from there. He hit that too hard, though.
Really? I didn't think he could hit it any better the way he made that shot.
No, I thought he could have hit it easier and left the cue ball more in the middle of the table for the 2. Now, believe me, this shot right here is like off the chart. He could draw back into the 7. But that's tricky.
You know, he hits combination shots like I can't believe. I mean,
Is that right?
he's made combination shots where the object balls are spread 2 feet apart and fight them, splitting the jaws. Now, I think he's going to go 2 rails back out towards the center of the table here.
He's got to get in the center of the table somehow. He can't do much with the ball. It's a tough shot. He can't do much with it.
And the way he was eyeballing the 3-5, it looked like he was eyeballing it for the combination.
No, he's setting it up for a safe. He ain't going to play this combination. There's no way.
Okay, he's looking to hide the cue behind the 6.
He's going to go 2 rails around by the 6 ball. If he lands on top of it, it's a good shot, but he didn't.
No harm, no foul where that 3 is.
Yeah, he actually should have got that safety. Didn't quite hit it. Dechaine can thin the ball either way, probably. He'll probably thin the right side of it and come around the 4, too. Oh, he missed the whole ball.
He missed the paint
There's
on the ball.
There's another opening for Shaw, Jayson Shaw.
Yeah, and put another beat up on his side to make it 3-2 if he can. That's a big game.
He could go 1 rail down the table or 2 rails. 1 rail. You always got to cover yourself on that shot. Because they can always go.
He can just stop there and
he'll roll
back.
Up a little bit to get a little more angle on that 5.
Bounce off the rail and draw back?
Yeah, he'll come back past the 8 or near it. Or back to the middle. There you go. See, I covered myself right quick. Well, near the 8. There you go. Now he'll just roll off the bottom rail. Keep a little way going. That's perfect. He'll just put a lot of left on it and come back over for the 8. Or go on the other side. No, he's going to go on. That's the right side.
Come up a little short, wouldn't you say?
These shots don't bother him. They don't bother
They're
me
makeable,
either.
but I would like to be a little straighter on this.
These don't bother. Really great shooters, those little shots don't bother us.
I know.
But we miss them. Don't get it wrong.
Not many of them, but you guys do miss
He'll
Jayson.
just stop this one. Shoot it firm and stop it.
There you go. 3-2
like
now. 3-2 in favor of Mike Dechaine as Jayson Shaw is turning on the turbo boosters. He wants to end this. He wants to take down this tournament.
Well, actually, Dechaine's handed him the last couple of games, you know.
Well, if Mike Dechaine wins here, he's won it in 2012 last year. It'll be back-to-back wins here at Snookers Ocean State.
That's impressive.
So he's the defending champion.
It's a tough tournament. Any tournament seems tough right now. For me, anyway.
Oh, Earl, you're being modest.
I got to get me a 25,
we all know you get there.
I got to get a 25-millimeter break cube.
There you have it, folks. Somebody out there, you just heard it from Earl and you want to sponsor your company. Earl's looking for a 25 millimeter break cue.
I'm going to have Mike make me one as soon as I get back. I'm thinking if I get the tip big enough, like big as a golf ball or something, I can never miss the cue ball. So
now wait a minute, you come out with that contraption in the tournament, they're gonna send in everybody to witness.
The shaft's going to be 20 inches, same millimeter.
25 millimeter.
25 millimeter, 20 inches, and then I'm going to break through a spool.
Through what kind of spool? What do you mean a spool?
A spool. I'm just a spool that holds tape. Take all the tape off of it.
Oh, the
put
cardboard
the spool
spool
in my fingers, and then put that 25 millimeter stick through there, and there won't be any resistance. Of course, I'll look a little awkward.
Hey, you might hear me laughing, and you might be laughing in the background. Don't be surprised if Earl comes out with that break cue.
But I won't miss the cue ball. All right, Jason's going to break. He's going to hit him hard. That was a hard cut. That was a good break. A little harder cut. He's got a shot. I think he can make the 2-ball. It's a tough position, though. But these are the kind of shots.
It's that overhead camera here. Boy, that's a.
He thrives on these shots. Oh, he's got to go over the 5 a little bit. This guy right here thrives on the tough shots. He reminds me of myself so much. It was a nice shot there. That was a classic. Reminds me of me. Not just. Now, he really thrives for the hard shots, and I like that. Got a lot of game. Good shot there. He can draw back and stay there or run into the 8 or go past the 8. Yeah, run right in.
Oh, he bumped the 8.
See, that was careless again. He's looking at the 8 ball and not the 4 ball.
Yeah.
That's why he missed it.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, Jayson Shaw with an unforced error. Those are those Dechaine to get back.
Those are those little mistakes I talk about in this game. He's got such great shot-making ability, but he makes a few little mistakes here and there, and he's got to clean that up. You know. Look at here.
Okay.
That's a really simple mistake. It's a comedy of errors right now from Dechaine. He might be a little fatigued, even though he's only played 2 matches today. This is his third match.
Tried to cut that 4 ball in and didn't get the paint going in.
Yeah,
so he got it coming out.
He hit that pretty poorly. I'm not going to give him any credit on that one.
Oh no, it's an error.
Of course, I could have done it too now, but.
Well, you're right.
This shot here is like pulling teeth. I mean, these pockets are tight anyway. So, here's a shot here. You either make it or you look like an idiot on this shot.
Well, why not play it safe here? Why not just put the 4 on the short rail down where the chalk is?
You got to shoot at it. He either makes it or he looks like an idiot. He actually hit that pretty good, though. But that shot right there is like one really difficult shot.
He's perfect on the 5.
He's going to follow 3 rails around the 9. Perfect. He'll just draw back to the side. I notice he's not drawing the balls as much now. He'll follow 2 rails, draw a little bit, 2 rails like that. And he'll just stop right there, and he's got the perfect angle for the 8 to come down on the 9. He'll probably just draw out to the middle of the table now or just float down.
He's got a chance to tie this game up.
He can draw right out. And he really made us. I think he's tired. It looked like a tired swing. This is not a hard shot for him, though. As tired as he is, he won't miss that.
There you go. You're hearing that commentator from Earl calling it like it is. We're tied at 3. We're racing to 9.
Yeah, I really want to play somebody with no side pockets. I think that's my next adventure in pool. I think
Mary Kinniston's in the chat saying hello to
Mary?
Earl. Yeah, she's in there.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Nightmare 1 is Mary Kay.
How's things down there in Cocoa Beach?
There you go.
Boy, I missed that place. Laying on the beach. That was nice. I'm jealous. I need a helicopter to play golf up here. It's so relaxed down there going to play golf. You just don't have that in the city. But I belong in the city, it seems like.
I think the city really
this is an
loves
easy
to have
shot
you
for
there, too,
Jayson.
Earl.
Jayson makes the long shots really nice. He hit that funny, though. I would have rolled that. He shouldn't have ever drew that ball around. He should have just rolled it 2 rails. I don't know why he did that.
Well, now he's faced with rolling the 3 now.
That's another look at those little, little
Overlooking him. Yeah.
little things he does. You know what I mean? And then he comes with a shot like that. You know what I mean?
And then he says, "How do you like me now?" Wow.
Now, he's got an interesting shot. If the 5 don't go by the 9, he's got to show me a little something now. If the 5 doesn't go by the 9. This is the kind of shot that shows you how good you are.
Doesn't look like the 5 goes by the 9
won't.
from the overhead cam.
He might elect to play the combination, but this shot, pounding the 4 and coming over for the other corner like that, that shows how great a shot maker he is. Most guys won't attempt that shot. They're scared of it. This guy's a good shooter, but he still makes those little mistakes, though.
We're human.
But if he clears that up, he's going to be really dangerous,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see him. How about being a world champion?
That was a little bit weak right there.
What do you think about that?
That shot's hard to hit right all the time. No, there's no doubt he could win it. Yeah. He can win everything. He shoots really straight. He's not afraid of these little off-angle cuts and stuff too.
Mary says, "What's up, Earl? Miss you too, buddy. You know you always have the spare bedroom and the tight-ass gold crowns awaiting."
Well, the way things are, pretty soon I might be looking you up.
Yeah, it's getting cold up north.
If I come down here with no money in my pocket, you're going to give me Yeah, things are getting cold up here. I might be looking for a winter spot.
4-3 now in favor of Jayson Shore. The tides have changed. Let's see how Mike Dechaine.
Yeah, this is starting to get now. Dechaine's starting to feel a lot of pressure because he had a 3-0 lead. He thought he had it in hand. The tournament was going to be his again, but the tides have changed, and it puts a lot more pressure on you when you were ahead, and the guy comes back.
And how about the audience? You being in front of your home crowd, your home table.
Oh, yeah, it's always hard to play in front of your home audience. Yeah, it's always hard. Yeah. I think he'll go with a hard cut again. Good, yeah, with a lot of spin. That's a good break. If he gets a shot.
I think he can spin it off the rail because the 2 down here, there's no reward, though, unless he can play the ticky
I think
behind
the
it, too.
2 might go if he slow rolls it on the combination. We'll just go rail first, come around. The thing is, you don't want to get snookered.
Sometimes that spin is so hard to judge.
This ball goes.
What, the 6 with the ticky or the 6?
I think it goes.
Straight in combination.
He's going to bump the 2. You go rail first, and he'll knock.
It's touchy, I'll tell you right now.
It goes. It'll throw a little bit if he hits it right. I think it goes in. If he hits it the right speed, the 2 will knock right over for the other corner if he hits it right.
Mary's screaming in the chat, "Come on down."
My golf clubs are a little rusty right now, but I need to get some new golf clubs.
Let's see what Jayson
he won't
has in
hit
mind.
this too hard. He'll hit it I'm surprised. Oh, man, I can't believe he shot it like that. It wouldn't have went the other way. He tried to actually kick and cut the ball in. It wouldn't have went that way. There's not possible. See, another little mistake he made right there. But,
But he did take his time. He looked he weighed the options and his arms out.
It seems he makes way too many little mistakes, though, for a player of his caliber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not criticizing him. But
I know that. But I'll tell you what, critique that.
Oh, he can get real dangerous if you could correct some of those little mistakes. He's going to play safe.
Right in front of us.
Should be an easy.
Just going to lock the cue ball behind the 6. He tried to lock. He tried to marry him, but he didn't get there.
I think he didn't get him. He might can kick 1 rail and get this ball.
That's what it looks like. He's going to kick 1 rail.
He'll have to jack up and put some spin on it. He needs to hit it hard too.
Went right around.
Ball in hand. Another little error, but that was forgivable because it was a hard shot. I can't imagine what they've said about some of my shots because I've played some bad ones here and there myself. It's like he's going to follow for the corner or the side. Oh, the ball goes between. Okay, it goes between the 7-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he would. Yeah, the corner. Yeah.
Chose to go he can thread the needle. Yeah, he's got the window.
So all he's got to do is make this, back the ball up just a little bit.
Stop shop. Let's pocket
he
the
can
ball.
Stop it, but he needs to back up a little, like that. There you go. That's perfect. I always like making the ball and going off the rail. It gives you easy position. You'll just make this and draw off the rail with left, and that'll. I thought he would have came further off though, to get another angle on the 5, but now he's straight. He'll either follow out of this or draw it back.
Well, see, he was down here in the corner.
He should have created an angle on that 5 off the side rail, but he didn't.
Cut back out.
He showed some nerves there. He underhit the shot. You know what I mean? I don't think he meant to do that. I do that too. I do the same thing. I try to create an angle and I underhit it. I decelerate a little. He'll just shoot right bottom and draw off the rail. But damn, he went 3 rails.
You're going to wind up.
These guys are starting.
Perfect.
They used to draw the ball more, and now they're starting to go around the table. They've been learning this stuff from me.
Yeah, well, you're teaching them, and you're now telling everybody to come out 2 rails for the 9 on the side.
That's what I do on that shot all the time. But most of the time, these guys, when I watch them play, they draw out of everything. But I used to be the same way. I used to try to draw out, but then I started following everything. So these guys are smartening up, and that ain't good for me.
Uh-oh, Mike Dechaine looking over at Jayson Shar. I don't know what the problem was.
Well, yeah, an earthquake couldn't shark him on this shot, could it?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Okay.
Tied up, right?
Yeah, we're tied at 4.
Well, these guys, they've had a little taste of each other before. Not long ago, they played on the tar match, and Jayson beat Mike Dechaine. And I think there's a little bit of heat over that right now. A little gamesmanship between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
But it's always fun.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Good for pool.
I wish it was about 10 seconds to shoot and you had to run around the
Yeah, I know you would.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I know I could die under that format too.
I was telling everybody out here in the fan base that when Earl Strickland gets up, he looks at the table one time and he has 3 options of patents he wants to go through. He doesn't have to look.
Well, I'm playing good, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, yeah, I don't need a lot of time. But some shots I kind of, you know, will pause for a moment or two, take a few deep breaths if it's a real tough shot.
Yeah.
And,
what you're supposed to do, right?
But if they're all just sitting there, I'm kind of like walking the dog in the park or something.
That's what it looks like. You're just at the office.
But some of these guys look like they're having a baby when they're running an easy out. But I think Dechaine, I don't know what he'll do. I think he's going to cut break this time. Or hammer him. He's going to hammer, no? No, a cut break. I couldn't tell the way he was winding the cue up.
Wing balling right into the corner pocket.
But he's got snookered by the 1 ball. He can't pocket the 1. And it's going to be a tough safety. He might have to roll out. It's hard to play safe from here. I don't see him trying to play. He can see the 1 part of it, but I don't.
I wonder if he can see enough of it to draw it back and bring the 1 down near the 3 area.
I don't fancy him trying to play safe on this shot. It's like, I guess he could do something, banking it wise.
Bring the 1 past the 6. Leave the cue ball right there.
Hey, that was just pure selling out. That shot has no merit. See, I know the game. You know, some shots don't. The table tells you what to do. That's the thing I love about pool. There's no dictating the table. It usually tells you what to do. And in that case right there, the table was telling Mike to roll out. Roll the ball down here. He tried to go against what the table told him to do, and what happened?
Well, you just mentioned it prior to that shot. You step back, you take a deep breath or 2, and you compromise, and you deal, and you weigh it out.
You got to know your limitations when you're playing, you know. That's all there is to it, you know. You can't force something that ain't there, you know. He'll shoot this in the corner, I think. Oh, he missed it. See, he's a little tired. I can see it. Yeah. He could be a little hungry or tired. And
well, we're still at 44. He's hanging in there sharp. He's standing right there with Mike Dechaine.
That was a simple mistake. He should have made that ball. That's for sure. Dechaine underhit that. Underhit ball. He's in
It's going to spin out two rails. Come onto the short side of the six, maybe?
He's got to stun this with spin. He shoots a lot of balls open-handed.
That's what he tried. Coming to the short side of the six.
I think
Jayson flew out of the seat like a moth going to a flame.
The one thing these guys don't do correctly, to me, is they use the wrong bridges a lot. I thought he should have used a closed bridge on that shot. He used the open bridge, and then therefore I thought he was shooting a different shot. But he was shooting the shot I said, two rails, stun it with spin.
Right.
But that open bridge, I don't like it on that shot.
How'd he hit it?
I can tell you now, he ain't gonna. Yeah, he can get out of it. He's got to follow it with spin. I don't like this with open hand. He's shooting it with open. I like closing the bridge on this shot. I can't believe he's shooting.
He jammed the pocket and the 7 hung up.
Boy, these guys are looking a little fatigued right now. I thought he could have followed forward and spun off.
How about going rail first on that shot?
I thought
it was close enough.
No, he could have shot that ball in and followed to the side rail with tremendous spin and went down. I don't know what he was thinking there. If I was able to coach while he was shooting, I would have never let him shoot the shot. He could have got down there the other way.
But and I think in his head he didn't think he can get enough spin on it. That's why he jacked up.
He's got to thin this ball thin to get around there. That's a good shot.
Now it looks like Mike's going to get super. Oh, he's got the angle.
That's perfect. He'll just put some left top on this and come off the side rail, down table. Or draw it. You can draw it too. Looks like he's drawing it.
Hey,
he shoots that shot different than I do.
Once again, folks, if you have just joined us on the live stream, you're watching the 25th annual Ocean State Championship here at Snookers Pool Room in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm Upstate Al, sitting alongside the one and only, the great Earl Strickland, in the commentator's booth as the crowd erupts for Mike Dechaine as he wins that one.
I really can't believe some of the little mistakes that Jayson's made, but it's it's understandable because the table's difficult. It's not an easy table, but I'm surprised a couple of shots. Seems like he misses the easy shots over the hard ones. But I've done that a few times myself.
The score right now is 5-4 in favor of Mike Dechaine.
Well, Dechaine, I don't know what he'll do. I guess he's up there reading the rack, so he'll figure out whether he wants to hit him with the hard cut break, the soft cut break, or the hammer, or he'll get up and just hit him hard. He usually doesn't hit him hard from there. So
watch the wing ball on the opposite side of the table.
He's gonna cut it
right into the corner pocket. That wing ball went.
Oh, he's got a tough shot here. I think the 2-ball goes, but keeping shape position on the 3-ball is going to be difficult.
No reward. Maybe he'll elect to push out.
There's really only one way to play this shot. You have to hit it with a lot of inside and make the ball. I mean, tremendous inside and kill the ball, and the cue ball will come back near the 5-ball. That's the only way I see to get position on the 3. If he shoots it with outside spin, the ball will run too fast, and it'll go around and snooker him by the 4-ball probably.
I think he's going to elect to play safe.
Unless it's an illusion. Unless he can go around the table. Like that.
That's what he's going to try to do.
See that? I would have played the shot I said at first with the tremendous inside. That's the shot but it's a tricky shot. But I like tricky shots.
Yeah, but that tricky shot can get you in trouble. He's trying to go around the table with this wall of balls at the bottom down here.
Yeah, but if he overcuts with the other shot, he couldn't sell out. The other shot was the right shot.
Why not play it safe and try to hide the rock?
You're right. Even if he came around, he might hit one of these balls. So he's playing some ill-advised shots too.
We're looking at the person that wins this set, the new champion of this event. and the score is 5-4, you're only up by one game. Why take that chance?
Right.
Give yourself an opportunity, to get back.
5-5 now. A little bit of left top. Keep the angle. Give it a good shot on the 9. A little bit of left bottom here, or just roll it in. Either way, I'd like to shoot a little bit of left on them. Always put a little
55.
spin on those balls.
We're staying alive here, folks. We're racing to 9. This is the final set of the Ocean State Championship, combined with the Josh Northeast Tour. And Mike Dechaine decides to take his break, and Jayson Shore is going to go right along with him. So
Boy, I just can't believe some of the shots Jason's missed. After making these jacked up jump shots and tremendous shots 5 and 6 feet apart and spearing the cue ball back down the table. And
maybe fatigue is setting in.
it just seems like he makes little careless mistakes that he shouldn't make. I just can't understand it. But I wish he would do it on me more.
Yeah, well, you guys are always sparring, and you're teaching him different things.
Yeah.
Got to bring that up to him, Earl. Sometimes we see things more.
Yeah, we play a lot there at
watching.
Steinway, and he beats me, and I beat him. I beat him last week, but actually I beat him last couple of times I played him in the weekly tournament, but he beat me here.
Right.
Kind of beat myself. I had opportunities. I missed the 7th one of those jacked up shots on the rail.
Yeah.
And one of my bread and butter shots, I missed it, and that's what cost me the match.
Took it for granted, or
no? I just got up. Geez, I made this shot a million times. I love it.
Right.
I don't mind hard shots.
Right.
I missed it. It's one of those times, I guess, kind of like what's happening to him right now.
Okay, we're back.
I don't see how they could be tired, though. Not just
At that age, Earl, you were going 48 hours a day, right?
Well, I won the tournament in Turning Stone. I had to win 5 consecutive matches the last day, and it was quite a feat for me. I stay in good condition. I run just about every day.
Right.
I run on a
You
lot.
do stay in shape.
I want to congratulate Mika Immonen once more on running the New York Marathon, being a runner.
Oh, I did see that, yes.
Being
Yeah.
a avid runner that I run every day, or sometimes I run 2-3 months in a row. Don't even stop. But
I happened to catch that video.
I have to say that's a great accomplishment for our sport.
Yeah.
That's a great accomplishment for himself. And but I think most importantly, to me, it's to prove to people that pool players are athletes.
Well, it is a sport, don't you think? Or what do you consider?
I don't know if we're all
pool?
athletes, but some of us are.
There's always a discrepancy. People say, pool's really not a sport. I think pool's a sport. You got to stand in a
You
certain
can make
way.
the game a lot harder than it is, don't worry. There's many ways to make this game a sport, don't worry. The 5x10 makes it a sport, I promise you that. That's no easy table. Let's see, he made another little
Well, he
careless
caught the
shot.
point.
Nah, it's still careless. There was
Still
another
careless.
way
Right,
there.
but he did go in. Well, he was just trying to bounce
I don't
back
know what he
behind the
did.
8. Is what he's
Now
trying
he'll
to do.
just draw back behind the 8 and bank the one ball off the side rail down table. These shots are funny, though. Sometimes I decelerate on them, this kind of shot. And he overhit that one. That's no good. These guys are kind of chopping it up right now.
Yeah.
A little bit. Of course, it's understandable. I do it myself. And I'm not going to exclude myself with chopping up a rack or two or a match.
Well, it happens to everybody.
I lost my match. How I got knocked out of the tournament, I tried to roll a ball to the rail and play safe
Yeah,
and
and
didn't
didn't
get
make
the
it.
ball to the rail.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that was a pretty elementary mistake for me,
Yeah.
But the table had slowed down. I didn't realize it. So you gotta think
Look
of
at this.
everything. It's gonna spin around a little and make the one. Good shot. That wasn't easy to do. And now he'll go around the 6, or he could draw in between the 8 and the 6. Go bottom rail around the 8 somehow.
Yeah, he's going to go 3
I'd
rails
just
back
go
around.
3 rails, I
Yeah.
think. But he's worried. He's got to put a little inside on it. Now he put a little outside. I was worried about the 8 ball. And now he's landing straight. It's always funny when you land like.
Well, he's got the opportunity.
He's
Thank
gonna
God
roll
the
up.
4 is where it's at,
Yeah,
because
he's
he
gonna
can roll up.
He's gonna roll up, play it in the side.
Yeah, and the 6 being where it is, it's a good shot. Even if he is on the rail, he's just got to roll up on the 4 now.
But now he'll go down table. He'll put a little bit of right spin on this to make it deflect a little, and then check off the bottom rail. That's why we put the little spins on the ball in these shots. Except he didn't go to the bottom rail.
Must have had.
He was straighter than it
looked.
looked. I can't tell from here. I thought he had more angle than that, didn't you?
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, it looked like he had the angle to go down one rail and come back
I thought
out.
he had to go down table, but like I said, I can't tell from here, and I can only tell when I'm shooting the shot early. That was a good shot. It's always a funny shot with the rest, or the rake, or the
bridge,
or the bridge, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it an English term, the rest.
Yeah.
That's the way the English call it, the rest. But this should be easy. Just slow roll it, but little top. Oh, no.
Oh, he missed that ball.
I cannot believe he missed that ball. That's
Mike Dechaine real aggravated at himself right now.
Just slow roll this, a little bit of right, come off.
And keep in mind, we're tied at 55, so if Jayson gets out here, I mean, which is more than likely,
stun it across the table.
We'll now take the lead 6-5 with the.
He'll either roll this in with a little right or draw it back with a little right. I fancy just rolling it in with a little bit of right.
Just concentrate on making the ball, and
he drew it back. He loves drawing the ball. He likes drawing everything, but I've noticed he's been getting out of it. He's been playing a few more shots different. As you get older, you start playing the shots different.
Well, why not just concentrate on making the ball? Why put English on the ball? You just got to pop.
No, you always want to put a little spin on them shots.
Yeah.
Oh, and when they got a little angle like that, even though it's a 9 ball, you always want to spin it. Right. That's the easiest way to pocket the ball.
Okay.
I can't believe he missed that ball.
You might hear Earl talking. He's talking with Larry Ross. Larry Ross is not wired, so you're not hearing Larry's audio.
Larry said he couldn't believe he missed it, and I said it too.
Mike, you're not the only one. How about Mike? He couldn't believe it. He wants to whack his stick across his forehead.
Well, it's, fatigue setting in, even though he's only 26. I don't know exactly how old he is. I know he was 25 for a while there. I think he's a little older. But, pool's a funny game. You can't compare it to anything, really. It's its own animal. And he drew this right in the corner.
And the 5 ball.
That's always the danger of that cut break, because cue ball goes one rail in the corner or one rail on the side. Dechaine, this is like pudding pie right here. How can you not get out? But I don't know. I've done it too.
Yeah, we just seen Mike Dechaine miss a ball, allowing Jayson to get back. At 6-5, you're watching the Ocean State.
He's going to roll this up and shoot
9-ball championship.
And shoot the 2 on the opposite side. Roll up, shoot the 2 on the opposite side, I think.
And you're listening to the commentating of Earl the Pearl Strickland.
He fools me every now and then because he just plays the shots different than I do. He's got to roll this up. Just roll up. I guess he'll stay in the middle of the table. He won't even go to the rail. I'm starting to learn how he plays. He doesn't go to the rail as much as I do. Of course, that one I wouldn't have went to the rail. But some of the other shots that seems like he stays in the middle of the table more than he does use the rail. He'll just stun this off with some left. Come back out on the table. We don't want to come too far out. That's all right. Don't want to create too much angle. He's really a little funny here. He actually he needs to keep an angle on this 6 because he can draw back for the 7 in the side.
Hey, we got Ron Park from the Carolinas in the chat there.
Ron.
Yeah.
Ron, how you doing? It's nice to see you, hear from you again. I saw your buddy Tommy Kennedy not long ago. But hope everything's all right down there in Charlotte. You guys aren't too cold. It's starting to get cold up here in New York. You know that, being a New Yorker. But it's good to hear from you, Ron. Let's see, he kept that angle on the 6 so he could just come back for the 7 in the side. I don't know if he'll try to draw out of this.
Yeah, draw back and shoot the 8 right in the same hole.
I think he can just draw back. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah. He'll just roll this up. I don't think he got the angle to go to the side rail. I don't know. If he can go to that side rail, he will. Yeah, it's perfect now. Always use those. For the people out there that learning to play, and even good players, always use the rail on those little shots. Going to get you better position. You're shooting those balls in the side.
As you hear the eruption of the fans, it's 6-6. We're racing to 3 from here.
Yeah, it's been a comedy of errors there a little bit, huh?
Yeah, on both parts. You know,
Yeah.
they had their fair share.
I just was surprised with the safety down there earlier. That wasn't
With that one ball,
with Jayson when he.
oh, he hit the point. He tried to
Yeah.
bounce that cue ball and get behind that 8, you know, after hitting the 1, but he caught the point and wound up
It's just
jarring
funny
it
to
with
see
the cue.
a great player make little mistakes. I guess they say the same thing about me.
You don't make that many mistakes, Earl.
Yeah,
I'm going to go back to what Kinky had told me years ago. He said, in a race to 9, if you make 2 mistakes, it's too many.
yeah.
How about that? How strong is that?
Yeah.
But we've seen our fair share of mistakes here.
Pool is a game of mistakes sometimes, I'll tell you. It's not a perfect game. It's not like, it reminds me of tennis a lot. A guy can have 40 unforced errors. He can make 40 mistakes and win the match. So pool's a lot like that. A guy can make a lot of mistakes and still win sometimes. They don't seem like it's like that all the time, but tennis, sometimes a guy makes makes more mistakes than the other guy and wins. I never could understand those stats.
Oh, we're going volley right here at 6-6.
Got a cut break, I guess. Yeah. If I could make that ball every time like that and get a shot like that, that'd be hard to deal with. Yeah. I gotta learn how to read that rack or what they're doing. I don't know what they're up to. I still say it should be. It's unfair to be able to walk up and read the rack. Should be able to do that. Then you don't know where the balls are going. But anyway, this is a tricky shot still, even though he's got an easy shot. He's got to put a little bit of inside on it and come back across the table for the 3 on the other side, or he might play for somewhere else. Shoot it hard and play for somewhere else like that. See, I never liked that. He was scared to take on the slow roll with the inside. He was scared to take that shot on, and that's cost him position. He could go ahead and bank this in and draw back around the table, though. If he feels he wants to go ahead and run out, I don't fancy him cutting this ball in. He could cut it inside.
We want to give a special thanks to the moderators moderating the chat.
He's going to play safe.
Anya, Jeff Bartolo,
Or
Steve
bank for the corner
Lomax.
and play
Too
safe.
slow for me. We want to say special thanks to each and every one of the people that are on this stream.
That still isn't doing
And
any
thanks
good.
for the support. As you witness the great commentary by Earl Strickland. We want to say thank you to everyone that had anything to do with promoting this stream and this event, and the sponsors that got on board. And don't forget, next weekend, from Rack's Pool Room in Hempstead, Long Island, Holden Shin's Pool Room,
Guess he's going
is
to
where
try
the
to cut
Joss
this
is
in.
going. Sorry, Earl, go ahead.
I think he's going to try to cut this in, but no, he's played safe. Couldn't tell how he's going to shoot that. I really can't tell how he's going to shoot some of these shots. He shoots a little different. That was a good safety. I still say he shot the one ball wrong a while ago. He was scared to take on the slow inside shot.
He kicked it with good speed, but it looks like he's going to leave a
Get out
shot.
a little bit.
Yeah, he's left
But
the
this is
shot.
still a tough shot because the pockets are not that big. And these shots are always difficult, no matter what the situation.
Right.
These long shots are just they're difficult. I don't know if he can get back out in the table. He might have to come down and shoot the 6 past the 9.
He's got to concentrate on making this 4. He's got to get past the 8.
That was a good shot.
And
That
he's
was
done it.
risky. That was real risky the way he shot that, and it paid off. But he's got even a funnier shot now. He doesn't want to shoot the 7 down in the other corner. He wants to shoot the 7 where the 9 is.
Well, he's going to just pull the rock towards the 7.
He can't get positioned like that. He's either got to spin it 3 rails around the table or draw it 2 rails.
That's
There you
exactly
go.
what he did.
That's
Played
the way
the
I would've
inside
shot
3.
it. That's the way I would have shot it.
Beautiful shot.
Good shot. I put right bottom, draw back to the middle. I don't know if he'll try to get back and get straight on this ball. He can. He's going to have to go around the table now.
3 rails to put him in good shape to make the 9 ball.
He could go 3 rails or he could draw this ball 2 rails. He's going to draw it.
Going to draw 2 rails. Earl Strickland, spot on, baby.
Yeah,
Doesn't get much
I'm
better than
starting
this.
to learn how he shoots. But that particular shot right there was a draw shot. He's supposed to draw it.
Keep in mind, we're tied at 6 games apiece. If Mike Dechaine sinks this 9 ball, he will take a 1-game lead as a score of 7-6. And we're only racing to 9. The winner of this set will be the new Ocean State champion. As the home favorite, Mike Dechaine, makes the 9. 7-6 right now in favor of Mike.
I predict he'll cut the balls again on the break. He's not going to hit them head on.
Yeah, if the break's working, why try to improve it, right?
Have an investigation on the rack now. This is what I don't like about pool. I don't like all this investigating.
It seems to get real deliberate as they get down to the wire, huh?
Well, he's trying to figure out if the ball will go. And I think it's an element of cheating.
Watch the 5 ball crack
Well,
towards that corner
obviously, he
pocket.
knows the 5's going to go. He's going right there.
Yeah.
So, it's an element of, I don't like it. Uh-oh.
Came up a little short that time.
That time. All right, here's a chance for Shaw. He's got a relatively easy out if he can get on the 2. Get right for the 3. A little tricky. He'll just draw back now and shoot the 3 where he's leaning over the corner pocket to the side rail. Now he'll come straight down the table. A little left top. That'll make the ball check a little bit. Come down the table. Oh, he missed the 3. He's really showing some fatigue, I think. I have to get him out on the pavement with me. He runs on the treadmill. He's going to start running outside.
There you go. Set him up, Earl.
Let's make him start running outside. Looks like the 9's dead in the side if he comes around and gets on it, but I'm pretty sure he'll try to play for the corner on the 4.
Hey, look at the speed of the cue ball here.
He's overhit it. That ain't no good. But the 9's dead now.
Let's take a look at that shot.
It's close.
It sure is. Boy, Mike's going to take a second look at this. And what makes this even more of a efficient shot is the 5 ball where it is. If he does want to attempt this combination, he could run into the 5 and use it as a blocker instead of scratching. Because it looks like he's going to have to really cut this.
He cuts the 4 in. It's a tough position. I'll tell you that. It's not possible, but it.
Well, I guess the 9 is not on. He's going for the cut. He's got to control the rock here.
Started shooting high on the ball. I don't like
Well, I think he plans on using the 9, but that 9 is
try
going
to cut it in and clip the 9.
Yeah, but that 9's deflecting that cue ball up towards that corner
I
pocket.
like his idea.
Do you?
I don't know if it'll hit that much of the 9 though. That's a tricky shot there. It's really, unless the 9's dead.
If he clips part of that 9, boy, he's got a good chance of going up in that corner pocket with the cue ball. Now he's looking back at the combination for the 9 into the side pocket. I kind of like this from my angle, but I can't get right on it and look at it dead on, so.
Well, you could cut the 4 in the corner and go 3 rails, but the 9's going to snooker you. That's what's bothering him. That's why he hasn't shot the shot yet.
Well, that's why he's thinking about going around the table if he does try the 4 to get back for the 5.
He wants to cut it in and move. He's going to draw it.
Nah, he's not going to do that. I don't like it. And I got news for you. If he's going to attempt to cut that 4 ball in, I'm calling Mike Zuglin over here to watch that shot. I don't want any kind of discrepancies. I think Jayson should call Mike over.
No, he can make it.
Oh, I know he can make this, but just in case he doesn't.
Hit it too hard. That's the position. If he just shot it softer, it would have been perfect. That sure was risky. There. Could have went right in the corner down there. A lot of things could have happened. Could have come back in the corner. And now he's mispositioned, but he thinned the ball, come around the table. That's really his only alternative here. Or bank the dive ball down behind the 7. He thin it, try to go 4 rails or 3 rails behind the 6.
Oh, wow, he just scraped the paint on that ball.
He didn't mean to hit it that thin.
No, he didn't. He was trying to get behind that 6
He
ball.
was
You
trying
can
to
bet
go
on
around, yeah. He just...
You're probably going to see Jayson do that right now.
Yeah, it's the same shot.
I think Jayson hit it better. And how's the speed on the cue?
No, it ain't going to get there. But yeah, it's a tough shot he left it. Might have a little window for the 5 past the 8, but it's a tough shot. I don't think he'll take it
I don't like
off.
that shot. He's trying to roll that 5.
It don't look like it. It's got a lot of room, does it?
No, it doesn't look like it at all, especially with this table.
He can roll this to the bottom rail and put it behind the 8-9. It's an easy shot.
Looks like he's trying to get back up by the 6 again, the way he's hitting it. That's what he does, but this time he hits it with good speed. I think he's going to wind up, no?
He played the wrong shot.
Boy, we're watching a game of chess right now.
I would have rolled that ball where it is now and put it behind the 8.
I saw your shot, yeah, but I think Jason's going for the shot behind the 6 again.
Shot. Well, yeah, this is a little easier this time. And
he's going in the hole. He might go in the hole. He sure did.
He didn't hit it thin enough.
Look at the 8-9 there. I mean, it's a makeable shot, or you can play an easy safe once you get to the 8. Unless Mike's going to elect to nudge the 9
yeah, he's got
right
to break
now.
He's got to break them out. Since he's got ball in hand and the balls are right there. Should just run into the 9, hit it with a little bit of speed, make sure they separate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You don't want to.
You don't want to hit it too easy, in case. Actually, he can just hit the top of the 9 here. I see.
Yeah, but you don't want, like you said, you don't want to hit it that easy. You don't want to marry it up to the 8 again.
A little bit firm so that it separates. Like that. There you go.
That's great. Good shot.
Now he'll have to draw around the 7 and shoot the 7 in the same corner. Looks like the right shot. Or he can draw around, back out, and shoot the 7 in the opposite corner. Up the 6.
Right.
And that's what he did. That was the right shot. He had enough angle to do that. When you got less angle, you play for the other corner.
If Mike gets out here, he's on the hill.
Yeah. Jason's really kind of handed in this match. He actually had a lot of opportunities to win so far. I mean, to end this match.
It's been a lot of pools last couple of days, I think.
Yeah, I guess the little fatigue.
Yeah.
Even though it's hard to believe at 25.
You're right. You got to get him out there on the pavement.
Yeah, he's got to get off that treadmill.
Yep.
I don't know. I just got to do what I got to do.
There you go.
I got to stay in good shape to stay up with these guys. Believe me,
and you're doing that.
Well, here it is. We're going the hill.
There you have it. Mike Dechaine now on the hill and threatening. to take down
Can't
the
believe
Ocean
this guy.
State for the second time in a row.
Well, it's more of a contact sport than you think.
Larry Ross coming up with his theories and mottos. Larry says, if you never miss the ball, nobody would ever play with you. It doesn't get any truer than that.
Well, Dechaine broke, and he's got a road map. Really? All he's got to do is draw back a little bit, about a foot maybe, less, or maybe more, and then play a little inside on the 2. Come back, play the 3 in the opposite corner of the 2.
Steve Lomax in the chat says, thanks, Earl. Doing a great job in the booth.
Yeah. Tell Steve. Thanks, Steve. Your jump cue's doing great, making a lot of great shots, winning a lot of good games with it. Thanks a lot. Now he'll put a little bit of right top on this, just to hold the cue ball straight, so he can come back for the 3 in the opposite corner. I know he ain't gonna fool me on this one. Ain't no way. Some of these guys don't like shooting soft. I used to have a problem with that too when I was younger. But as I gotten older, I shoot those balls soft real good now. But he could draw this past the side, which I never do on this shot, unless I have to. He could follow back to the middle there. He's going to draw it, drew it straight down the table, which is a good shot. It's perfect. Now he'll follow. He should follow the ball 2 rails between the 7 and 8.
Yeah, that's tough. This angle, it looks like he's got more of a straight shot than the angle here.
See, he played that different than I would have. I would have shot the 3 and come back to the middle and shot the 4 and went around between the 8-7.
That's what he's going to try
here.
He's
follow between the 8-7 now. Perfect. Which either way, he did it perfect.
Yep.
He'll probably draw this 2 rails and out to the middle, or 2 rails in back and shoot the 7 in the corner where the 8 is. That's exactly what it did. Which that's not the right way to play that.
Yeah, I think he underhit that.
I
He
thought
should have played it a little bit longer,
playing.
maybe, straighten the cue
He
ball.
wanted to come further down.
Yeah.
This is kind of tricky now. He's going to draw out of it. He's just going to draw out of it. 1 rail. Good shot.
There you have it. And Mike Dechaine is on the verge of taking down.
Now he'll have to stun this and spin off the rail or just draw straight back down the table. He likes drawing down the table a lot.
The Ocean State Championships for the
Or he'll
second time
stun
in a
all the
row.
way back over, which he did. It's a good shot too. Here it is, the match ball. Match ball. Sounds like tennis.
There you go. Mike Dechaine taking down the Ocean State 9-ball championship. 2 times in a row, back-to-back wins, 2012 and 2013. We'll have another banner on the wall. Mr. Earl Strickland, what a pleasure. Everybody out in the chat, we have over thousands of viewers coming up in the chat because you stepped in here. I mean, that's the kind of draw you're pulling, Earl.
But, I always enjoy sitting and talking about bull and answering some of the questions from some of the viewers. And
well, just your input and your insight into the pool game, being a 6-time world champion, is more than we can ask for. We just want to let you know that, and there's so many people out there that's been thanking you for sitting in as we've been sitting here.
I'm
So
sure
it's
one
all
day I'll
positive.
be here permanently.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, you know what? I don't wish that because I love the way you
There's
shoot,
it's
and
a
so many
long
people
time.
tune in when you play a match.
It's going to be a while before I take up a commentary job permanently because I plan on barbecuing a few of these guys. Starting with them Moscone Cup players here soon.
Oh yeah, Earl's going
Like
to the
I said,
Moscone
I'm
Cup. We wish you a lot of luck, Earl.
getting in shape right now. I've been in shape, really. I had a little drawback the other day. My ears got infected from sweating
Could
when I
happen.
run,
Yeah,
and I had to stop for a couple of days, but I'm back at it now. And,
there you go. We're glad to
and,
hear that.
I just want to be healthy when I get there, and I just want to help the team. I really do.
There you go.
I just want to win a few points and give them some inspiration and some morale.
Let me see if I can switch camera angles and see if I can get some of these presentations. Well, gee whiz, you can't really see everybody down. You got Jayson Shore, you got Martin Daigle, and you got Mike Dechaine standing right in the middle between those two players. And now you're going to see Steve Goulding and his wife Regina, and Mr. Mike Zuglin stepped into the picture. We don't have a camera that'll do that for us. I'm trying my best here. And that's the gentleman taking a couple of pictures.
Oh, they're headless, huh?
Yeah, the Headless Horseman out there. But you can get a look at those great trophies. Take care, Herbie. Herbie Lehman going home. Thank you for sitting in every once in a while. You can't hear him. He's not wired.
Al, I want to thank you, too, for
Hey,
being
Earl,
here. And,
you know something from the heart. It's been a pleasure to sit in with you.
Yeah.
And we got to do it more often. But barbecue a few players first out in the
I want to
Moscone Cup.
thank you for all your input and your commentary and being here and
I appreciate it.
putting up with us.
Yeah, I do.
But
I
you
do.
love the
Nothing
game.
much.
You love
I
the
love
game.
it, man. I love
It's
it.
a
I'm
great
like
game, man.
you know something, Earl? I'm like a kid going to first day of camp. Every time I
Yeah.
got to go someplace, I just can't
I
wait.
can't wait
to
to get up every
And
day when I'm healthy and run, do my sit-ups and run, get a little food in me and go practice.
Yeah.
I look, especially on the 5x10.
Yeah, you love that 5x10.
Yeah, I do. It's
We're taking those
the
side
real
pockets
man's
off.
table.
We're going to have John take off those side pockets. We're going to have a challenge
Yeah.
match down in Steinway.
But it's time to say goodbye, and I don't know when I'll be back on the air again. You got to cherish these moments, and that's why I don't come on much, so that people can cherish it when I do. So,
Okay, Earl.
but one day I'll be here permanently, I'm sure.
That was Earl Strickland.
Al, take
I'm
care,
Upstate
buddy.
Al, and we're signing off, folks. We're going to let the stream run. There's just not going to be any commentary. Thank you all so much. Okay, Earl. Thank you all for all your help from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate everybody that had any kind of part helping out the stream, and I know every single one of us did whatever we can to promote it. Thank you so much. We're going to stay here a little while. Have a great night. I wish everybody the best. We'll be back at you. If there's anything going on, I will pan around with the I will switch cameras if I can to give you guys some more insight if you're hanging in. Thank you so much. Upstate Al, I'm signing off.